Please let me know if you can see my screen. I think full view is not available. Resharing it.
Yes, it is visible now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to Mastering Professional Development, a workshop on skill enhancement. So basically, the objective of this workshop is to speak about the soft skills and also the survival skills that you will require to get a job or even to survive in a job. So this is a collaboration event with Beyond Herd. I could say that this is the first collaboration event that we are having with Beyond Hood, and I, on behalf of Indian Institute of Industrial and Professional Studies, is extremely proud and happy to have this collaboration here. So let me give a brief introduction of Beyond Hood. Beyond Hood is an organization which is aiming towards spreading the legal knowledge amongst everyone, like not just the law students, but to create a social awareness about the law and about the application of law, about the rights and the duties that an individual as a citizen or as a human holds. And also, this also aims towards the unity of the nation, the national integrity, or having a love towards the country, serving the country in addition to the legal things. So I'm very happy to have Gokul here. He's also an advocate and a law teacher by profession. And this is his, I could say, a dream child, which he has been dreaming since decades, that he wants to have an organization where he'll help the needy people in terms of education, in terms of upliftment, and also providing an equal status in the society and empowering them through law. And you can visit the website, which the link I'll give you at the end of the session. You can see the events that they are conducting, the informative videos that you can find over there about RTI and all other related to the legal subjects. And here we are today in this collaboration wherein we'll be speaking about the skill enhancement, what is career, and all other things. So the first half of session, I will be walking all of you through this one. And the second half, I'll hand over it to Gokul and he will walk you through the rest part of the session. So without any delay, let's get started with the first thing, that is introduction to career planning. So if you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to drop in the comment section. Once the session is done, at the end of the session, we'll take up all the questions and we'll answer you. And also you can unmute yourself at the fag end of the session and ask your questions. We are doing it at the end because the session will be recorded. So whenever someone is watching it, we do not want to have that discussion part, and we like to keep it at the end of the session. And yes, I would assure that all the questions, all the queries will be definitely answered. So here I'll be speaking about these 7 topics, and I have made a questionnaire which generally is asked to me by students. So we'll start with the introduction to career planning. So the first question that I'm going to answer is, what is career? See, career is the job that you do or the passion that you follow. It need not to be necessarily a defined one. Now the society has changed and it has been accepting everything. Earlier it was like, if somebody would tell that I want to be a YouTuber, then they were like, yeah, you want to be a YouTuber, but what you want to do in your life, what job, what you want to do? That was not considered as a job, but now being called as a social media influencer is a big thing. So the definition of career is been evolving at a greater extent day by day. I am not able to define that, yeah, having a desk job is a career. No. Or going to office, coming to office, getting a fixed remuneration per month, or providing consultancy service is a career. No. Your career is something that you do. basically you can do anything. See, even for a sweeper, the job that she do is her career. Even for the bus driver, the driving that he does is a career. Or in any person, forever, whatever it matters, whatever professional work he does that fulfills his basic needs is a career. And see, the definition, it need not to be like you have to have a fixed career or this is how your career has to be. Now there are other students also, not necessarily law students who are watching this, maybe students from mass media and other sites. So it is something that you are interested, where you think that you could earn money. And some careers are like this, that you will necessarily not making so much of money out of it, rather I would say nothing out of it. But you do it for the love of doing it. Even that is a career. Okay, now many people ask that, okay, you do so much of that, so much of this, how much money do you earn? So it's not, at the end of the day, it's not the money that I earn by doing all of these things, but it's the joy that I get at the end of the session, that yeah, I did something useful today, I did something fruitful. So that is also a career to me. And the next question is, what is career planning? See, career planning is something that you are, what you want to do in your life, what you want to do as a professional thing or as a passionful thing. So it could be a passion as well as a profession. So what you are going to do out of this, how are you going to frame yourself? Now, for example, you could start as an accountant in an office, and from there you would be aiming to reach a certain position, maybe CFO, chief finance officer. So that is called as career planning. And how are you going to do that? Okay, maybe you will get an additional MBA degree, maybe you will get a certification, or maybe you will attend more interviews, maybe you will switch job after 3 years or 2 years, you will have frequent shifts. So that is called as career planning, and this is very important for a person to have. So the next question would be, why planning is important? See, now when you build a house, okay, you ensure that all the legal documentations are clear, you have the absolute title of the land is converted, if it is for residential, then residential purpose, or if it is for commercial purpose, or educational purpose, cold storage purpose, whatever it is, you will ensure all the documentation are correct. And then you ensure that the foundation is good, you have enough foundation, and also you will have a blueprint of the house. You will not just go and lay bricks, right, while planning the house or while constructing the house. The same way, when you do a profession or when you do a career, it is very important for you to have a plan, that how I'm going to do it, or how I am going to build myself professionally. What is the thing that I'm going to do, upscale myself, or how am I going to reach that particular goal of mine? That is where it stands. So you could compare your career development with that of the construction of the house. That is very important. Now, if you want to buy a phone also, you do a lot of background check. What is the storage in that, how useful it is, how big it is or how small it is, how good is the camera quality, all of that. So when you are doing that much of planning to buy a mobile which you can replace, your career is something that you cannot go back to the time and rebuild it. So it is very important to have a good planning. Now you can ask me, which is the right time to plan? Is it now or is it later? How it is? See, it is never too late. You can be in your 20s while doing the career planning, or you can be in your teens too. That, even that is good. Or you can be in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, 50s, 60s. You can do it anytime. Like, you have great examples for this, like KFC. It was built like when he was in the 60s. And you also have many entrepreneurs or many people who have rebuilt their career after a long period of time, like at their fag end. And also we have people like Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, who had their vision very straight, that I want to be a cricketer. And hence they started at an early age. The cricket was like their ongoing thing. So they could debut at in Ranji or other tournaments at the age of 16, 17 only. So they could have that thing. That was their planning. They planned it. Yes, my career is going to be cricket. And also we have some players, like I forgot his name. He played for Punjab Kings 11. He was 32 when he made his debut. Okay, so there is difference, like a person debuting at the age of 16 and a person debuting at the age of 32. Okay, so that's almost the same age. He's double the age. So it's never too late to plan your career. And if you ask my own example, like me joining law was, I could say it was just a chance, or it was an escape criteria to me, because I studied a PCMB. I was a bio student in my PU, and I did not want to join engineering. I wanted to do doctor, MBBS, but my family was against it. They were not so happy with me doing MBBS. And also to admit, I did not get that good ranking in CET. So to avoid joining engineering college or doing any other course that I they wanted me to do, I immediately joined law college. It was like I went to the college on that day, and on the same day I got admitted to. I'm like, if I go home without getting admitted here, then definitely my admission in an engineering was confirmed. So in that fear, I'm like, let's see whatever happens. I don't care. I'm going to join law. That's how I joined law. But later, that turned as a love to me, and I started loving the subject, loving the profession. Everything happened like without me knowing it. I don't know when I fell in love, but I very hardly fell in love with law. I'm still in love with law. The more I could say that infinity. To that extent, I'm in love with law. Maybe I consider myself as a lucky person that I found this one. But still, from there, I planned my career. That's how it is going to be, and this is what I'm going to do in my life. And yeah, I could have made more improvements. The knowledge that I have today, if I had that day, I think I would have been in a different situation or different things. But still, yes, there is no regret. Only regret that I have is I did not do sufficient networking, which I'll be discussing in the last but one topic. Okay, so this is why planning is very important. Now, if I plan that, okay, I want to do in the corporate thing, and I did not want to go to the litigation side. So I ensure that all my internships or all my networking thing that I do are from the corporate sector, so that I can land in a corporate legal job. So that's how I plan my career, and your planning would be different. That would depend on the kind of the person you are, the kind of the career goal that you have, or the objective or the goal that you have. So planning is not something that you copy and paste. It is something that you do by yourself. It is like while constructing our dream house, we ensure that I want such a big bedroom, I want hall here, I want kitchen here, I want that here, I want this here. Same way, your career planning is something that you do for your own. You can get inspired, but nobody else can draw a career plan for you. And now, difference between experience and relevant experience. Yes, now I'm highlighting this because these days, if you are applying for a job, or if you are in the HR industry, or if you are interviewing someone, you will consider only the relevant experience, not the general experience, not the overall experience that a person has. Now, for example, imagine there is a person named Mr. ABC, and he is working as a legal advisor in hospital industry for 5 years. And then from there, he wants to shift as a legal advisor to IT industry. Now, when the HR of IT industry interviews him, they will consider his relevant experience as zero. For a IT industry, he will be having zero experience, because he will be knowing about everything about the hospital, like how a hospital functions, what are the approvals required. But when it comes to the IT industry, he will not have that adequate knowledge. That is where relevant experience comes. So for that IT industry, his overall experience is 5 years, but his relevant experience is zero. So that is the importance that the industry that you choose to work has. Okay, now suppose I am working in an MNC as of now. So now my corporate experience, if if ever I change the job, that will be considered as a duration that I have worked only in the corporate sectors. They will not consider the experience that I worked in a university or I worked at a law firm or a consultancy firm. They will not consider it. Generally, what happens is, in my case, I have an overall experience of 9 years. And now, if I want to shift my job to an MNC, I have 2.5 year work experience in an university, state university, as a legal advisor over there. So that experience will not be considered. Okay, they many of the HRs, they have rejected that considering that experience because that is not an MNC. Okay, so that is how the experience and relevant experience is calculated. Now, linking to this, we have what is meant by switching industries. Yes, if a person, imagine if a person is from a law background, okay, and now you are working as a legal advisor to an hospital, and now you are expertise in the hospital industry. Now, if you want to shift yourself to the garment industry, then that laws will be totally different. Okay, so that is called as you are switching the industry. That is from hospital industry to garment industry. The place where you work also plays a very, 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 very important role. The job description that you handle is also very important. Okay, now for example, I have a friend of mine. She was working in a real estate firm, and then from there, she applied for a civil firm wherein they used to handle family cases and all other things. And they told her that they are considering her experience as zero, because she has experience in the real estate laws, in experience in documentation and all other things. But when it comes to the civil matters or family matters, she isn't having that kind of exposure. So whenever you join a job or whenever you join an industry, ensure that that is where you want to see yourself. Tomorrow, if you want to change things, then it would be very difficult. Now, for example, one more example I'll give you, the last example. If a person is working in as a lecturer, okay, and then all of a sudden he wants to shift his job to a company, again they will not consider his lecturing experience as an relevant experience. That will be considered as a overall experience whatever he has, but that will not be relevant experience, and that experience will not be counted for calculating your grade or calculating your level, career level, or giving you the managerial post or something else. Okay, so that is where it matters a lot. It is very important that while choosing the job, you also look for the nature of the industry that is you are working in. Tomorrow, how good jobs you are having in that industry, that is also very important. Okay, what is the kind of competition that you have in that industry, what is the growth that you have in industry, that is very, 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 very important. Okay, now for example, I would like to give one more example of a marine industry. Now we know that that's one of the evolving industry that we have today with the globalization and all the transportation. The world is shrinking into a smaller one, and that has increased a lot of sea movements. And law is everywhere, and marine law is something that is booming to a greater extent. There is no much competition over there, and the scope is very, very, very vast. The requirement of marine lawyers is very, I could say that it's like mandatory. Okay, so like all other industry, you cannot exempt a person, because the billing or the shipping or the goods that is to be traveled, everything has to be properly audited. They have to even take care of the environmental sustainability report. Everything they have to do, and they are totally dependent on these marine lawyers. Okay, and considering this, we also have launched a diploma in maritime law, which will be starting this month, November 1st, and that is in association with Ali Maritime Legal Services, which is a very reputed industry, very reputed law firm in this marine industry. And we have experienced faculties like Rahul Verma sir, who will be teaching about these marine laws, and will be giving you a practical approach of these particular laws. And yes, this way you will get a specialization. So the last question, I'm linking to the same. That's where it falls into. Now, for example, if you become an experienced or you become a specialized marine law advocate, then you will get those cases. Now, as I was explaining about Rahul Verma sir, he is a very specialized person in maritime law. So any questions related to maritime law or the clients that he has, all of them are from the shipping industry. So he is a specialized person. Now, the repo or the brand that he has created for himself in this particular industry will ensure that he gets good number of clients, and also people will be like, oh yeah, this person has to be approached for this particular case. Okay, we want to do a ESG report, yeah, let's go to Rahul Verma, he's very good in that. Okay, like in Karnataka we have advocate CV Nagesh sir for criminal cases. He is very well known. Any criminal case, oh, CV Nagesh, okay, like that it is. Okay, so that is called as specialization, and that is wherein you create a brand for yourself. For me, if you ask this particular, if you ask me maritime or any question, any student raises any questions related to maritime or how the industries, I just connect him or her to Rahul Verma sir, because I know he is a person who has good knowledge and who is having good control over the subject and all other things. That is where specialization is very important, especially in the field of law. Not just in the field of law, even in the field of medicine. If you see, um, a gynecologist, cardiologist, that is where it matters. Like now, any cardiology thing, yeah, let's go to Jayadeva Hospital. Like it is very well known. Okay, so that thing that you should be having in you. Like now, for example, not self boosting, but a good course, a good weekend, and something to learn. Yeah, let's see some if IAPS has some sessions. That is wherein you specialize yourself, you create a brand for yourself, and you empower yourself. That is why specialization is very, 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 very important. You have to identify what is your niche, what is the thing that you will be good at, what is the thing that you are going to work in interest and show interest in it, and get yourself specialized in that one with the help of any course, or with the help like working in those industries, growing in that industries. So that will help a lot. Now, moving next, we'll look into self-assessment. So what is mean by self-assessment? Self-assessment is assessing oneself. Like, where do I stand? Now, it is like, see, a lion is meant to be in jungle, wherein a calf is meant to be domestically taken care of. A cow cannot dream that, oh, I want to be a lion, like lion, and I want to lead my life in jungle. No, the next day itself, it could be served as food for from some wild animal. In the same way, lion cannot expect that, oh, I want to be domesticated. I want to be staying in some human's home, get pampered, get myself all puja done, and people should seek blessing from me. No, lion cannot expect that. So you should understand yourself that, are you a calf, are you a lion, or are you a bird who is meant to fly free? That is something that you have to assess yourself. Where do you stand? What are you? Who are you? And this can be assessed only by yourself. Now, if you ask me, how did I self assess myself? I, uh, in my second year, understood that I cannot practice law. I cannot go to the courts. I cannot seek or I cannot run behind people that you pay me money, you did not pay the fees. I cannot lag for that. So in my second, third year, I understood that no, this is not my cup of tea. Though even today, I feel that, yeah, I wanted to go to the court, I want to do practice, I wanted to wear blazer, I wanted to run behind the courts and do all those things in the court. That thing still haunts me, but I am pretty much sure that that's not my cup of tea. And I settled myself that, yeah, this is not my thing, and if I start practicing, then I'll end up with nothing. I'll not be able to follow up with people. No, 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 you have to pay me this, the bargaining and all other things. I decided that that was not my cup of tea, which was a very hard decision that I took. And then I moved to the corporate sector. So this is the thing that you have to analyze yourself, that in which area you are good and what could be the best thing you do. Sometimes your passion and your profession may not align, but you have to settle it in between somewhere or somehow. That's called as life, that you have to understand, you have to accept. Because I was watching an Instagram reel. This may sound philosophical, but yes, that touched me a lot. The speaker was saying that some people tell that, what will you do of so much of money? You will not take it when you die. But yes, I agree. I will not take it when I die, but I require it when I live here. I'm not worrying about the death and taking away the money, but I'm worrying about my present. I'm worrying about my present life. So that way, money is also important and satisfaction is also important. So it is in your hand that how well you balance. Luckier are the ones whose profession, passion, everything is one. But yes, somewhere the other, you have to find a balance and you have to take some hard and bitter decisions. How to do it? Yes, as I said, this is called as life. So while deciding your career also, you have to be little philosophical, emotionally hard decisions you have to take. And you have to take some steps which you definitely don't like, but still it is inevitable to you. For that thing, you have to be honest to yourself that you are doing this particular decision for your betterment. And what are the parameters to be considered? Yes, you have to understand where you are, what you are. Like, as I said, I did not go to practice because I knew that's not my cup of tea. Because I am very poor at bargaining. I cannot bargain. I am very poor at marketing. I cannot market. But if you tell me to do the other labor job, I think I'm very good at it. I can do that. But bargaining and marketing things are, it was never my cup of tea. So therefore, this parameter I considered, and I'm like, no, I cannot market myself if I practice, and I cannot bargain for fees if I practice. So I chose a job which will pay me the fees, the salary that I have agreed once for all. I need not do that bargaining every single day or maybe twice or thrice. I just had to do it once, and then next during the year appraisals, which generally does not happen. So that is a parameter that I considered. So all that you have to do is your SWOT analysis. Where do you stand? What are you up to? What's your strength? What's your weakness? That being very honest to yourself. Sometimes, yeah, I feel very bad that being a female, I don't know how to bargain, because bargaining is considered as to be in the blood of the females. But I'm very bad at it, and I admit it. So that thing has to be understood, and that thing has to be considered so that you can take a better, a wise career decision. Moving next, let us look at exploring career options. What are the career options that you can have? See, as an advocate or as a law student, you have various career options. Like, you can practice, and in practice also you can specialize yourself in civil cases, criminal cases. Some advocates are famous for bail cases. Like, they'll work only to get you bail, especially anticipatory bail. Okay, I'll get you anticipatory bail, next case I'll refer it to someone. Some people are like very famous in divorce cases, or some people are only limited to the property registration, giving title report, and all other things. And also there are careers in corporate sector, in IT sector, and as I elaborately said about marine industries, there are various career options that are not explored and that are not known. Do not be blindly following someone that, okay, so this person is doing that, let me do that one also. Okay, somebody wants to do IPS, let me do IPS. No, in addition to IPS, the competition is very less for IRS also. So people only consider, only compete for IAS, IPS, but there is an IRS too, which is equivalently of the same standard. So move towards that one, like become a forest officer. Even that is also having that is IFS, yeah, if I'm not wrong. So even that has the same cadre as that of that one. Okay, so you have to look at the other avenues also. It's not just like the horse who's uh, put this blind strands, like they could not see that side or this side. Have a brighter vision, have an eagle's eye, look at the world at large. And how do you know about these career opportunities? See, now you have a good internet. I don't know how many Gen Z people are here, and I would like to tell uh, a true thing that all of us had faced. I think many people will feel nostalgic here. Like earlier, for the internet thing, we had to go to the shops, and they used to give us a scratch card. Okay, so we had to scratch the card with a coin and sometimes with our nails. And it will have around 20, 25 digit numbers. I forgot that. And we had to enter that particular number, and then we used to get the internet. And that internet, now we are speaking in GBs. Now so we have like 350 GB, 60 GB, and all other things. Then that of time, during that period of time, it was 250 GB. Okay, like, sorry, 250 MB, not GB, 250 MBs. That was the internet limit that we had in college. Like, I'm speaking this for somewhere between 2010 2010 to 2010 to 2000, I think 15, 16, during this period. So we were having internet like that. So what we used to do is, we used to switch on the mobile data. We used to get some messages, or we used to do that, and then again switch off the mobile data. That way we used to do. Okay, so just to see if any message has come or not, we used to do like that. And also this mobile recharge thing was not done every day. Like, I used to do weekly once. Okay, so weekly once we used to take that scratch card, get this mobile recharge done, 250 MB, and open mobile data, check for messages, close it, finish, done. And also we were having those days wherein we used to check balance, star 123 hash, and then look what is the balance. And we used to have like 1 minute, it was like 50 paisa, 60 paisa. We used to calculate like, okay, I have 10 rupee balance, so I can speak for this many minutes. And the moment we pick the call, we'll tell, hey, I have very less balance. If the call gets disconnected, then it's understood that my balance is done. So that was the first thing we used to speak. Now the scenario has totally changed. So these days we have internet as the main source, which can help you to find various career opportunities. Go deep dive in Google, and don't just limit yourself for page one of the Google. Go to page two, page three, page four, and trust me when I say this, that you will find extremely good content, or extremely good information only in the second, third, fourth pages. Your Google's first page will be only filled with those pages who have good SEOs, who are going sponsored posts, who are paying money to Google to boost their post. So their post will be in the top, in the first page. They land in the first page. So do not limit yourself in the first page. If it's not there in the first page, or if you're done with the first page, go for the second page, and also see there also, because you will find good quality over there. Second page, third page, go there, see things, and yes, you will find very good career opportunities over there. And you can learn also about the industry that you want to make your career in. And backup plan is very important. Why it is important means, see, nowadays with the inflation, with the rising things, everything, it is very important for a human being to have multiple sources of income. And backup plan is always a better thing. Like, see, even in our house electricity is there, but we'll have an inverter also, hai na? That is because it's a backup plan. We'll have torches, we'll have candles. Why do we have that? What if the current goes? Similarly, in the case of our career also, always we should have a backup plan, that okay, fine, um, if anything goes over there, then I have this particular backup plan. I'll give you some example for this. The best example would be singer Guru Randhawa. He's a Bollywood singer. So he was a cricketer earlier, and then he got himself injured, and he was advised that he'll not be able to play cricket anymore. And that time he switched himself to the singing career, because he had a backup plan. Okay, if something goes wrong in the cricket, I am going to have this particular thing. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, even he was having a government job, a TC job, he was doing that, right? And in addition to that, parallelly he was playing cricket too. Like if anything does not go well in the cricket, then he have this particular government job as a ticket collector. So that's the backup plan everybody has. Okay, that is very important for a person to have a backup plan, to have a secondary plan. And setting career goals. Yeah, career goals is very important. That gives you a kind of objective, that where you want to reach yourself. Okay, what is your threshold limit, or what's your end point? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? What do you want to achieve? It can be money, it can be fame, or it can be reputation, or it can be anything. Okay, that is a career goal that a person should be having, and that is very important. Now when you start from your home, you know, right, where you are going. Do you ever leave your home or ever start your home without knowing where you are going? No. Same way, when you are progressing in your career, you should be knowing where you are going to reach. What is your ultimate goal? What you want to do there? Okay, that is very important. Going simply without any direction, I think that does not make any sense. You cannot rely totally on luck, or you cannot rely totally on, like, yeah, something will happen, something will do. No, it does not happen like that. I'll give you an example for this. I've given this example, I think, to many people. I don't know if I have given this in these sessions also. There was a person, and every day he used to worship to the God, that God, please make me so lucky that I get awarded rupees 1 crore in a lottery draw. He was doing puja every day, he was chanting, and he was doing all the things to please the God. One day what happened is, like, he lost his patience, and he started shouting at the God, you are never pleased with me. I'm doing so much of puja, I'm doing with all the dedication, I'm chanting your this thing, but still you are like this, you are not at all God. He started blaming God left and right. God got super angry, and God himself, he came there, and God told that, okay, you are doing all the things, but have you ever purchased a lottery? That person told, no, I have not purchased a lottery. I thought you will make me win. Then God said, unless and until you purchase a lottery, how can I make you win the lottery? First purchase the lottery, then I'll make you win. So similarly, our luck and all other things will favor us only when we have that particular vision in our hand. So we should not be like, without purchasing a lottery, we cannot tell to the God that make me win lottery. No, to even for the God to make him win, make him so lucky that we win a lottery with his blessings, we also should put our effort. Okay, same way, career goal is something that will help you to put that effort, that will help you to push towards things. And how do you set a goal? See, as I said, profession, passion, all other things, you have to make it. You have to be uh, very focused on that one. Like, I have a friend of mine. I met him on the first day of the law college, and he said was, all I want to be is, I want to be a judge. That's what he said. And now today he's judge. That is career goal. And now his career goal is like, I want to go to Karnataka High Court. I want to be a Karnataka High Court judge. That's what he is working day and night for. So that is called as goal. That's how you work focused towards the goal. And the framework that you do for a goal is, you plan, you plot, you draw things. That's what you do over there. So it is up to you to frame it, like the career planning that you do. Similarly, your goal also has to be planned, has to be framed. Okay, now if I want to do judiciary, this is what I'm going to study. The every day, irrespective of anything, this is the thing that I want to do. This is the thing that I am going to do, and you have to be dedicated to it. That is very important. That where your focus has to be. Like, I'll give my own example. I am not so good at goalkeeping, but still, this year, January 2014, on January 5th, I broke my leg. Okay, so I was in bed rest for 2 months, which which meant that yes, I have put on a lot of weight. So considering that, what I did was, like, I did cut off on all my junk food, on all the oil items, all the fried items. I get tempted to eat that, but still I'm like, no, I am going to eat only the food item that is cooked in home, or with made with of very less oil. I'll not eat any chips, I'll not eat sweets, I'll not eat that, I'll not eat this. So my goal is like, yes, I have to reduce my weight, which I have gained in this 4 to 5 months, because of all these things, all the tablets and all the other things that I had taken. So that is your goal. That is my temporary goal, that I have to attain this much of weight and I have to shed down this much of weight. Okay, so that is wherein you do the framework, like me skipping eating all the junk foods. That is also a part of the goal, though I am not able to keep up to the goal. Like, even yoga sessions was in my plan, in my goal framework, but I could, very honestly, I attended it for only 1 month, and 1 month also I skipped several classes. Then I did not renew with subscription, though she was very good. I did not renew the subscription because I knew I couldn't fit in it in my time frame. So yeah, I failed in keeping my goal. That's something which I honestly admit. So similarly, even you have to set a goal in your career, that I want to be this, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. Yes, importance of goal, I cannot tell it in words. Unless and until you know what to do, you cannot do anything. Now, for example, I don't know how much of you do cooking. So when you go to the cooking kitchen, you have a plan that, yes, I'm going to cook today. I'm going to cook sambar, or I'm going to cook idli. So you will chop the vegetables accordingly. You will select the vegetables accordingly. You will cook it accordingly. So your goal is ultimately preparing that one. Like, even a task like cooking also requires a goal, an ultimate objective, that the sambar, which is the end product, is your goal. Same way, even in your career, in your profession, or in your general life too, a goal is very, very, very important. And to reach all of these things, you need to develop your skills. It is very important to develop skills in this competitive world. So it is not that easy to sustain. Like, only the fittest will survive. You have to have a good English, though you like it or not like it. It is very important. You have to be multilingual. At least 2 to 3 regional languages you should be knowing, so that you can build a rapport with the people. That is also important. We love our mother tongue, but still we need to learn other languages to build a rapport with all the people surrounding us, because of the um, shrinking of the world, I could say, and meeting of the peoples. That's very important. You should be developing yourself technically. The more you know, the more better it is. Okay, so you have to develop even those skills. And how do I understand that I lack these skills? So again, self assessment is an important thing. Now, when you see somebody working, you have to, okay, how did they do it? How did she type so fast? Or how did she um, do things? And if you see some PPT, how did she do this PPT? How did she do that? How did that person do it? That is very important. Now you can ask me, I'm an advocate, I'm a law student, why do I need to have a typing skill? Why do I need to have a typing speed? In many of the law firms, especially those deal with the real estate, they'll check your typing speed. So in one of the interviews that I had attended, I had given that test. Like, they had asked for 60 words per minute, which was very much a mandate, one of their things. So I had given the typing test too. So that is very important, that you cannot tell that, oh, this skill is not required to me, this is not assigned or related to my profile. No, it is related. Even a doctor should be knowing about the marketing skills also. Those things also will be asked in an interview. Now suppose if we admit, or if we take you, or if we hire you as a doctor to our hospital, what are the marketing strategies that you are going to have? And if you are an entrepreneur, you should be knowing how to generate content, how to do marketing. Entrepreneur is not about just about knowing the business or starting the business. No, it's about marketing, it's about content, it's about finance, it's about employees, it's about procurement, sourcing, a lot many things, a lot many things. So you should be knowing all of these skills. Like it's okay to be jack of all. That's okay, that's very much okay, but you should be knowing what are the skills, and you should be learning those things. And there is no point that you can say that you are skilled. No, there is no limit, or there is no threshold limit to say that I have learned everything, I have seen everything. No, learning is a never ending process, it's a continuous process. You have to learn and learn always. Though you have 25 year of experience, 50 year of experience, there is always something new that you can learn. You can learn from your juniors, you can learn from your parallels or from your seniors. All that you have to have is an open mind to learn. That's the way you can develop your skills too. That's the only way. You have to be open minded to learn. It may be the smallest thing also, but you can learn things from them, you can learn things from people. That is very important. And how to get practical knowledge? You have to work. Nowadays, see, this is a very controversial topic, which I'm going to speak now. That is free internships. But in my experience, what I feel is free internships helped me to learn a lot, because they made that made people make me work a lot. I was given a lot of research thing, I was given a lot of here and there stuff, which I think helped me to shape what I am and who I am today. I learned a lot of soft skill, I learned a lot many things, like how to deal with the clients, or how to speak to the people, how to avoid certain information, what information to share, what not to share, how to behave amongst the people. I think I learned a lot many things. And the moment they start paying you half of the internships, they will not take at all. Like, they'll be like, only we get peanuts, and on that, if we have to share also, then why will we do that one? Okay, so all those things consider. So it's more than money. It's, I think, internships are about experience. Internships are about gaining practical knowledge. Internships are about exposures. Internships are for learning. See, you cannot tell that, okay, I am paying to the college, so that I am. You cannot tell that I am. My lecturer is supposed to pay me because I am hearing her. No, see, you are not here because I am paying you, right? You are here to learn the knowledge. Same way, internships also. It's like you have to learn, you have to get that exposure. So that's very important. And now also we have Bar Council of India mandating that the senior advocates have to pay these money of salary to the minimum fixed and all other things. Now this would definitely result in senior advocates or advocates not hiring junior advocates. They'll be like, how we can assure 15,000 per month to them? See, advocacy practicing is something like, in 1 month you can make even 10 lakh, and in a month you cannot even get 10,000 rupees. So the things are like fluctuating when you are in the business. So it is somewhere a scary move too for me, in my opinion though. But let's see how things happen. But still, I would suggest everyone that uh, internships are for learning, not for making money. So there is difference between internship and employment. So that is something that has to be understood. And networking and mentorship. Networking is very important, that you know people, you help people, that the people recognize you. That is more important. And see, some people are like, who are regular to these courses, I know them very well. Okay, now if they message me also, I'm like, yeah, I know you, I remember you from those sessions. Okay, I know you, sir. So that way, those people are in my mind. Now tomorrow, if they want me to give their any reference in their CV, or if they want to get any kind of job referrals, or if they want any information, or if they want any kind of favor or help from me, it was easier for them to approach to me like, yeah, I know you, yeah, tell me. And definitely, yes, I will consider them as a first priority. That is networking. That is where you build a rapport, build a connection with the people. That is something that you build professionally, not personally. Like, to be friends or to be good with each other, they need not ask me daily that, did you have food, did you have that, did you have this? No, that is not required. But a professional talk, and also a everlasting impression, that I know, okay, this person is here. Now, for example, I have many people who are here, like Ganesh, Darshan, and also I saw Shanmugam sir joining, and I saw Shreya joining. Shreya joining. So these people are like, I know these people. Okay, so tomorrow if they ping me like, hey, I'm Shreya here, I'm like, yeah, Shreya, tell me how can I help you. So that thing is there. Okay, and if in all the messages that I receive, or that the number receives, I'll be seeing like the contacts are saved. So I'll be like, oh, this person has replied. Let me reply to them first. So that is where networking plays a very role. Okay, so that is where it is important that you have good network with your seniors, with your parallels, and with your juniors. Always build a good rapport, make good connections, ensure you behave professionally with them, ensure you speak to them professionally. And yes, always professional relationship helps. Mentorship is also very important, because sometimes we are stuck in a decision, like we will not be able to make this decision. Should we choose our brain or should we choose our heart, or what decision should we do, which area should we choose, should I do it or not do it? So in those places, mentors help a lot. Okay, so it's like they play a role of that coin in your life. Now again, I'm moving philosophically. So there was one time, it was like, a coin was flipped. So it was like, either the either of the sides, so it will be happening. So do not take a decision whatever it comes, like tails or heads. Do not take decision on that, but listen to your heart, what it says when that coin is flipping in the air. That is what your heart wants, or that's what your mind wants. Your heart and mind will come to a point, a joint point, when the coin is flipping. Oh god, please let it be heads, let it be tails. So do take that. The mentor exactly plays that role. They'll help you to understand what is right for you and what is not right for you. So therefore, always having a mentor is very, very important. And how do you find a mentor? See, mentor can be your best friend too. Your mentor can be your mom, your mentor can be your dad, can be your baby sister or baby brother too, or it can be someone whom you met in a social media, or whom you met anywhere. But always ensure that that mentor is taking that decisions or suggesting that as if he were in that particular shoes, as if he was in that situation. Always ask that person, what decision would you have taken? So that would help a lot. Okay, and how will a mentor help? Yes, as I said, he'll help in guiding, or he'll help in understanding what is the things. And do not change mentors in between. Okay, have a single mentor. And if you ever feel that yes, you want to switch because of the specialization or anything, then you can do. But still keep that person in loop, because they know you are in and out. And how will networking help? Yes, networking will help you to find your mentor also, like the guide or the confidant that you have. So that is very, very, very much required. At least one person should be knowing what's happening in and around your life. Okay, with someone whom you can share your problems without masking anything. So networking and mentoring is, having a mentor is very, very, very important. Do not underestimate networking. I have personally in my life, I think I've told in all the sessions that if I have any regret for my college days, that would be lack of networking. I did not do much networking. I regret that today. Like I could have made more networking, I could have made more connections, but I did not do that. So that's a kind of regret that I have today. But just then, apart from that, it's okay. Now, moving to the last topic, resume and interview skills. So, significance of resume. Now, see, for example, I don't know how many of you believe in horoscope or the the arranged marriage concept. Even if it is love marriage, you will see what kind of person the other person is. What is his nature? Will he be able to gel with me? Will he be able to understand me? Will he be able to understand my family, respect my family? We see all other things, and then we choose a person. Okay, I love him, or I'm getting married to him, or we'll see if our horoscope matches and all other things. Similar way, the resume is also like that. It is checking your eligibility, your credibility, whatever you may consider, that are you okay, are you the correct fit for that job. So your resume should be very much uh, clear, it should be very much specific, it has to be attractive, and it has to be relevant also. Now, when you're posting any of your DPs, either Instagram, WhatsApp, status, whatever you post, you ensure that you post the best picture. Okay, you do not post any random picture, hai na? You see if it is good, if it is correct, and all other things. So, similar way, the resume also plays that role. And I have seen many people that they will have one single resume and they will send it everywhere. No, do not do that mistake. Always read the job description that is posted, and based on that, edit your resume to ensure that it matches the job description. Do not simply apply with the same resume everywhere. Do not do that. And how a good resume should look like: do not add personal pronouns like I, we, you, no. And do not add any personal details. They are not interested in knowing that you are married or unmarried. They are not interested in knowing your date of birth too. They are not interested in knowing your parents name, father's name, mother's name. No, no personal details. Okay. And it should have only the professional details, the skills that you possess, the knowledge that you have, and all other things. And also it should look good, properly formatted, same kind of uniform font size, uniform font style. It should appear good, always share in the PDF format. So these are the few things that you have to keep in your mind. Important skills for an interview. Yes, first thing is confidence, that you have to have, that even though you don't know the answer, you have to admit it. Yeah, I don't know the answer to this. Don't tell I don't know the answer, but tell it very politely. Maybe I would learn more, or something like, yeah, I'm not sure about this one, but I can give a try. So like this you can answer those questions. And the second one is mugging up things. Don't by heart. Like, we know the question that tell me about yourself will be there, or tell me why you are suitable fit to the role. Tell me, where do you see yourself in the first year, in the next 5 years? Why do you want to join our company? These are the generic questions, and I would definitely not suggest you to Google the answers and by heart it and tell it, because the HRs or the person who is interviewing you now, he is a very skilled person. He will definitely understand that this person has mugged up things, this person has by hearted things. Do not do that. Always build your own customized answers. You can take help from Chat GPT, Google Gemini to better it, but do not copy from internet. Do not by heart it. I see many social media posts that this is the answer you have to tell. No, don't go for those kind of standardized answers. Take inspiration from them, definitely I would suggest, but do not follow that same thing, as a blind thing. Always have your own answers, have your own identity, that the interviewer also should feel, yeah, I heard something new in the recent times. So that should be the response that the interviewer should be having after hearing your those kind of answers. So these are the few things that I wanted to discuss here. And yeah, one more important thing, even today I noticed this. So this PPT I've taken from Career Launchpad, one of our courses. Always ensure that you have a professional email id. Do not have an email id like flyingstar@gmail.com, dad's princess @gmail.com. No, that does not sound good. That does not sound nice. Now if your name is so and so, ensure that the gmail id is also so and so. So now, for example, my name is Kritika. So my Gmail ID is advkritika@gmail.com. So anybody sees my email ID definitely will understand that, yeah, I'm an advocate. Okay, and also it has my name. So if somebody wants to search my email ID from their Gmail account, then yes, they have to just go and type Kritika, my name, and the my email ID will be automatically following up. Now, if I had like that's princess @gmail.com, who will remember it? And these HRs and all other people's, your business, whoever is giving you business, will have hundred of such transactions every day. They will remember your name, but not your unique email ID. So always ensure that your email ID is as simple as possible. Avoid numericals at the end, like you're having adding your year or adding your month or some number, like some people add 1111. Do not do all of those things, because even that is very difficult to tell. Try different permutations and combinations in Google. You will definitely find a name which is very much relevant to your name. So this is all that I had to discuss in today's session. And also, I know I'll get a few questions like how a resume should look like. So I have this one. See, you can see this is how an ideal resume should look like. So I have masked the information: name, mobile number, email, location, followed by education, additional skills, language known, career objective, like what is the objective that person has, experience, the title, where what is the designation she had, and where she was having that designation, tenure, from when to when she has worked, and then here what is a profile that she has handled. Then this is the relevant one, the recent one, like present. And then deputy HR manager, which place she had, and what are the other things. And this is the previous experience that she had. I have masked everything. And this is the declaration, and this is the signature. So declaration and signature is optional. If you have other more experience, or if you want to add some more details, then you can skip declaration and signature part. And this is how your resume should not look like. This is definitely not the ideal resume, because there is no formatting here, and here I is everywhere, no date of birth, permanent address. No, they are not interested in knowing this. And this is also not an ideal resume, because it is all vacant here. Like, who wants to see this? No, I do not want to see this empty part. No, this is not a interesting one. And always do not add hobbies in your resume. Okay, like listening music, reading books. If the interviewer asks any question related to that hobby of yours, then you are caught. That's very difficult to answer. Okay, and this is also not how a resume should look like. Your resume should be one page. How much ever experience you have, whatever you have. Recently Anupam Kher also had posted a resume. You can see that that is the best resume that a person can have. It is the best. Okay, so that's how a resume should look like. And this is how you can impress, and you can add keywords so that the tools recognize your resume, and it's understood that you are the correct fit to the job. And again, depending on the industry, depending on the experience or the position that you apply, the resume style may change. But whatever it is, ensure that it is in a single page. So sorry. So this is all what I had to cover for the day. And yes, any questions, any concerns, we'll address the same at the end of the session. And now I would like to move the session to Gokul. I think he's here. Yeah, Gokul, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you,
it's
Kiran.
over to you. Any
Yeah.
questions? Please do post it in the comment sections, and we'll answer all the questions, all the queries. And yes, Gokul, here you go.
Yeah. Thank you. Since it's been a like a 1 hour session as of now, just take 2 minutes break so that you can relax your mind. 2 minutes will be online itself. If you are comfortable with that, everybody, just 2 minutes. Don't leave the session.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Even I
Yeah,
need that.
because human brain needs some break. So whatever I tell, it should not go over the head, right? So that's the reason. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, we'll start. If you are done with the break, short break. So everything has a break. So even if we watch a movie, we have the tendency of having a short break. So especially being into educational activity, it is very much necessary for everyone to have a short break. That's the only purpose why we just wanted to have a small break between the session. So hi everyone, namaste. Myself Gokul, and before I start my session, a quick session. We'll just try wrapping up as earliest as possible. I would like to thank Kritika Madam for such a wonderful introduction of Beyond Good, because yes, it was a dream project of my life, and because of my mother's help and special help from Kritika Madam, we are able to, with my friends, we are able to build this organization Beyond Good, that is being youth for nationhood, that is being youth for nationhood. So this is organization which is working for the nation, as well as giving the message that every stage of our life has something which is beyondness. That is, you have the ability to go beyond your abilities, beyond your imagination, right from your childhood, parenthood, adulthood, old age, everything. So beyond your limits to reach the unlimited. So that is what the human soul has the capacity. And this organization aims to give both materialistic knowledge as well as, yes, a kind of spiritual understanding for the students of this country. So welcome to this session to one and all. I'll just try sharing the screen. Just give me 1 minute. Yes. Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Is it fine? Is it visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible. Fine.
Okay, fine. So, welcome to all. Today, we'll be speaking about professional aspects, as Madam elaborated about the profession, career, everything. So, today we'll be having a session, a second session on professional idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy. What do you mean by idiosyncrasy? What do you mean by profession? What is this two words all about? Why it is linked, and what are the aspects of the profession? So here I would like to present this session in two ways, as you can see on the screen. First one is legalities and the realities. Two aspects we have to keep in our mind. So when I say profession, we have two things, legalities and realities. So legalities might vary, but realities will never vary for any profession. For all professions, reality remains the same, but legalities varies. For example, you are a doctor, different laws apply for you. You are advocate, different laws apply to you. You are a labor, different law applies to you. So depending upon your profession, law is being framed. But however, constitution is the supreme law of the land. So legality is one way we are different at the same time connected. And what about the realities? Realities of the profession. The beyondness of this topic is the realities. All right. So I would like to present both realities as well as legalities of profession for you. So now, what is legality and what is reality? As I told, legalities may vary, but realities will never vary. It is the same for everyone. So we'll start with the realistic aspects of profession. So here, there are three permutation and combination of life. As you can see here, three P and C's, permutation and combination of life. What is that? Belief, that is trust, and understand. You have two options, my dear friends. For any situation in your life, either you can believe or understand. Or last one is both goes together. What is this? For example, any relationship, any relationship. For example, you are getting a new friend. First, you start understanding him. Then you start believing, yes, he is good, he is bad. So belief comes later on. Likewise, sometimes it goes together. So sometimes it is very difficult for us to believe. I'm not asking whatever I tell now, don't believe blindly. As you can see on the screen, don't believe blindly, but try to understand logically. Let us try understanding the concepts logically, because it is about life's reality, because profession is related to life. Correct. So here, next part will be going for the legalities of the concept. Now, see, this is a very important concept which I share with my students as well. Student life, we feel it is a golden life. So, do you think it is golden life? We tell yes, it is golden life, but we think that it is golden life and we start wasting our time and we do unwanted activities. But let me tell you, my dear friends, golden life, yes, student life is golden life. It is not GOLDN, not that gold, but it is goal done life. That is, should have a goal and it should be done, and that makes you a full-fledged life, golden life. So this is very, very important aspect that each and everyone has to understand, that life of a student is a golden life. And that is where your professionalism comes. Professionalism starts from your student life. Don't think that anyways, I'm student now, my life is golden life, I'm wasting now. No, your career has already started. You're already professionals. That means you have the full-fledged responsibilities on your shoulders. So now, this is very, very important aspect, that is STEAM. Maybe you've heard about STEAM. Before that, we had the concept of STEM. The element A, the letter A was missing. STEM was there. Later on, 5 letters were added. STEAM. So what is this? STEAM. S stands for science, T stands for technology, E stands for engineering, A stands for arts, M stands for mathematics. So these 5 elements has made the creation. In fact, if you carefully observe, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and arts, each and everything is connected. 5 elements in the creation has made this life possible. Now, where your profession is, profession stands at A, that is arts. How do you balance yourself? How do you balance the pressure? How do you deal with the challenges? How do you make the decision? How do you go and crack the job interviews? As madam told, how do you design your resume? All these things comes under arts. So arts is very, very, very important. The art of professionalism is, that is, professional idiosyncrasy. So now here we'll go for the realities of profession. As you can see on the screen, it is an art of being professional. What is the art of being profession? So these are certain things that I wanted to present before you guys. These are the core realities of our life. Maybe you'll be knowing, yes, it is not that you don't know, but I'm telling it's not like that. Knowledge is the manifestation that is already in man. What Swami Vivekananda told, I'll repeat it. Knowledge is manifestation which is already in man. But how do you manifest that knowledge which is already in you? By helping others. By helping others to do the same. That is what even we are trying to do. While preparing this PPT, in fact, I myself became student for myself, in the sense, I was learning because of you. Somewhere we are trying to learn. By helping others, we are also getting the knowledge. This is how manifestation works. It is not me telling, it was told by Swami Vivekananda, our youth icon. So he is the greatest personality of the entire world, in fact, not only country, entire world, because he is one of the greatest personalities on whom so many books have been written. There are so many books, more than 1,500 books you can find on the same person. Just he was there on this earth for 39 years, but still people are writing books on him. So that is again his message is very important. Professionalism, you can learn so many things from that also. Likewise, this is very important aspect that you have to keep in your mind, the realities of profession. So what are we trying to understand here? The first one, we'll try to understand about the term profession. What do you mean by the term profession? Next one, second one, we're trying to understand how do you become a professional? What's the formula? What's the process of becoming a professional? Next, the third one, as you can see on the screen. I hope you all are following. Am I going fast? Can anyone tell?
It's good.
Okay, fine. So next, third one, as you can see, imperatives of professionalism. What are the imperatives? What do you mean by imperatives? The requirements of being a professional. What are the requirements? And how do you get uplifted? What is the upliftment of the professionalism? And what is the final result? Result is always success or failure. If you follow the reality, obviously you will become successful. If not, it is obvious that we become a failure candidate. So let us go ahead. Understanding the term profession. So can anyone tell what do you mean by profession? See, I'll write it for you and make you understand. See, here I would like to make this statement. Here the session is all about what Google doesn't tell. See, today is a world where you can get all the resources from Google. What's our role then? Our role is to help you out somewhere where even Google is failing to help you out. The better Google is within us. Not all knowledge is given in the Google. So here you can understand these terms beyond your imaginations. And this aspect, I'm again telling, don't believe it. Don't believe just because it is told by someone, don't believe it. But try to understand logically, apply your mind. Still you have any doubts, you're not convinced, after this session you can take up my number, you can call, we can have a session, or we can personally discuss about it, because it's question of your life as well as my life. Correct? Because life is all revolving around our profession. Now let us try decoding the word profession. So what do you mean by profession? Profession. You have the word profess. 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 What do you mean by profess? Profess means to declare something, to say something. Who tells that? Who does that? The one who declares or says something is called as professor. Your teachers, right from your mother. Mother is always the first professor, right? So professor is someone who declares some realities. Maybe it is knowledge in the form of theories, as you can see here. See, theories, doctrines, formula. So someone who delivers that reality is called as professor. So today most of us don't know. Simply we call our professors professor. But we have to understand the Meaning of the word professor, I'll repeat it. Profess means to say or declare something. And who does the declaration? Declaration of what? Declaration of the knowledge. Someone told us this is the reality. A for apple, B for ball. Right from there, we have understood. Newton's third law, it might be, or doctrines in theory, law. All those things we did not apply our mind. Simply we believed whatever professors told. We believed. We started understanding. We started believing it. And the one who declares that knowledge is called as professor. ಇನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆಚಾರ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆಕ್ಷನ್. Charya means to do. The one who guides you to do certain actions in life was called as acharya. Got it? So next, how do you become a professional? Next one, how do you become a professional? Obviously, it is always through your professors, my dear friends. It's always through your professors you become professionals, not because of your degree certificate. Today you might get degree certificate, but the professor who has told you about the ethics, values, the importance of life, that will make you get a job. That will make you preserve that job. See, getting job, somehow you'll get whatever job, some job you will go do. But at the end of the day, are you sustaining that job? Are you surviving there? Degree certificate will not help. But what helps? It is the professor's ideology, professor's value, ethics, the morality that he has given while teaching. That is very important. Sir, we did not have any such teacher, or despite they teaching us, we are not listening or we are not understanding. Let me tell you, the best teacher is within you. The best professor is within you. Speak to that person. That is the reason Swami Vivekananda told, if you don't speak to yourself in a day, you're losing the best person. You're missing a best person. So try speaking with yourself. You'll get a best teacher in yourself, and there you become a good professional. That professor will help you to become a good professional. Got it? So next, this is very, very important, very interesting. Imperatives of profession. Imperatives of profession means what? Requirements of, imperatives means requirements of profession. What is required? See, simply no one gives you a job. Just because you have degree certificate, no one gives you the job. What is required? Skill. Skill is required. Just because you have skill, no one gives you job again. That is also very important. Why? Because you need to render the service. Skill is connected to the service. And when you are rendering service, automatically you get the salary. And when you get salary, again satisfaction. This is satisfaction. So satisfaction is highest. Satisfaction is something called as happiness. Happiness. Correct. So what is the root of it? Skill. Today, I'm speaking. This is also my skill. I'll try earning my bread. Skill. I'm renting the service. I'll get salary. I'll get satisfaction. So every profession has this. Take medicine, take advocacy, take your own profession, whichever it might be. Just because you have skill, you are hired. And just because you have skill, and if you're not rendering proper service, you will be kicked out of the workplace if you're not doing proper service. Just because of you have skill, if you're not doing service, then it is of no use. So skill has to move towards service. Service, automatically salary will come. People will come in search of you. For example, doctor. If a doctor is a skillful person and if he's rendering humanitarian service, automatically he becomes rich. And then he's happy, satisfied. If there's an advocate, madam told in her session, advocates, some top advocates name madam told. They have skill, they render service, automatically they get service, the salary. So we are not working for salary. We should not. In fact, we should have to work for the service. Today you might get 10,000 rupees. Tomorrow 100% you will get double or triple or beyond your imagination. That is what is all about skill. The 4S in life. Don't forget this. Very, very important. Applies to all profession, irrespective of whether you are law professor, law student, or engineering or medicine, whatever it might be. Next, professional elevation. You get job. After that, everybody have to strive towards elevation. You have to get uplifted, right? It's not that you should stay in the same position. So what is the formula of it? Very, very important. It is given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam himself. Very important. Most of us, despite of knowing, see, it's not that I'm telling, I'm again and again telling, it's not that we don't know it. We very much know everything, but we have not inquired within us. We have not inquired. We have not spoken to ourselves. That is the reason we are lacking with certain ideas or realities. So this is the very core aspect of reality. What is it? The first one, righteousness. Professional elevation happens when you are in a righteous path. You should be in a right path. Next, you should be service oriented. Next, very, very important is sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. For example, boss tells us, no, you have to work today. You have to work and go. Half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, we sacrifice. We sacrifice our personal life. We work hard. That is where we sacrifice. We get results tomorrow. If there's no sacrifice, today you are learning, most of your students. So you're sacrificing, your parents are sacrificing. Without sacrifice, there is no life, in fact. So this is very, very important that you have to keep in your mind. And automatically, when you do all these things, righteousness, service-oriented, sacrifice, automatically you get success. Success is nothing but professional elevation. You're moving upwards. All right. Next, see, these are the results. Certain examples, as you can see on the screen, which I wanted to present before you. There are so many people, my dear friends, there are so many people like this. We have taken certain things because of time paucity. You know better. See, these people reached the beyondness because of all these realities that they understood or they gave to the world. Each and every character has different, message for us. Better you understand by yourself. Even I have added for you, Dr. Puneet Rajkumar, the service that he rendered. The lifespan he was there in the earth, but still today he is known for his service. So profession is all about service. Right from an ant, a small ant, up till the person who is flying jet, rocket, whatever it is, every intelligent person, up to the topmost intelligent person, everybody are involved in rendering the service. Rendering the service. So profession is directly linked to what? That is service. This is very, very important aspect that you have to keep. Not only you, every one of us, including me and our family, every one of us have to keep this reality in our mind, and then automatically the results will come. That is result of productivity, and you become an asset of the nation. Every action of our life, everything is contributing towards the nation development. That's the reason our organization aims to make the students understand being youth for nationhood. It is not Bollywood, Tollywood, or Sandalwood. What all the hoods you have, it is just entertaining. Yes, I'm not telling there are very good movies. Yes, I accept, but still, most of the time we try to waste the time. Correct. So this organization's main aim is to make the students understand the core realities of the life as well as the legal aspects of the nation, because legal empowerment makes the country a developed country. Everybody needs law, right? That's the reason we as an organization, and we are getting affiliated to many organizations. First affiliation was with IAPS India. I'm really glad for it. I'm really happy for it, and I have loads and loads of regards to madam for giving this opportunity for me. And let us go forward with the second part. So this is all about realities. This you have to keep in your mind. I'll share the PPT with you afterwards. Just scroll it if you have any doubts, if you have any thought process in your mind, or if you are still not convinced, or I'm not here to convince you. I'm telling the realities. It is up to you whether you accept it or not. It is up to you. There's a reason I told initially. Don't believe it. Try to understand logically. So go through the PPTs again. The terms that we have mentioned there. If you feel yes, right, then I'll be very happy. If you have certain things which even I would be able to understand, you're always free to approach me and tell, sir, this is what I felt. Please make sure that this happens. So I'm ready for much more understanding from your end as well. So this is all about realities of profession, my dear friends. And as you can see, these are the certain examples, best examples of our nation itself, where in their profession they succeeded and they became assets of this nation. Everybody have that capability and capacity. Everybody are built in a same equal manner, right? It is up to us how we utilize ourselves. Next, now we'll go professionalism with respect to legalities. So all those things are realities. Now we'll go for the legalities of profession. What are the legalities we have? Part two of our presentation. We'll end it, conclude it as earliest as possible. I know it is, I know time is running. Already it's 9. A brief overview of our session on legalities. First, we'll try to understand what is professional ethics legally. So far, we understood what is profession with respect to realities, right? So next, we'll try to understand with respect to legalities, that is what is professional ethics. Next, what is code of conduct and what are the standards. Next, ethical leadership. All these things are very, very important. And integrity and honesty, very, very important. Everyone has to have this integrity and honesty. How it is related to law. 100% you can relate every term here to the Constitution of India. There is no thing which cannot be interlinked or connected to the Constitution of India. Constitution of India, that's the reason it is called as the supreme law of the land. For example, integrity, you find the word integrity in Constitution. Correct. Next, respect and fairness, very, very important. Confidentiality and privacy. Today, privacy has become a most challenging aspect. Right from your home, privacy. Husband, wife, relationship, privacy has to be maintained. Or your professional aspects, privacy has to be maintained. So privacy, challenging, very, very important. And today's technology, hackers are there, so many challenges we have. Digitally, we have so many challenges. Next, I think it is repeated. Fine, next. Professional accountability. So we are accountable to our organizations. Very, very important. Next, ethical decision making. Ethically making the decision. This is very, very important. In your profession, whether you are a topmost officer or a subordinate to someone, you have these challenges. Decision making. Let me tell you, right from taking the leave, how to ask, how to text the authority, the way you text in WhatsApp, that also accounts. If it is giving some other meaning or if it is in a rude manner, do you think your relationship will sustain? Somewhere you will lose the grip on each other. So decision making, right from you taking the leave, personal leave or casual leave, and getting other jobs, jumping from one job to another job, or quitting the job, making your own startups, everything is challenging. Decision making is not that easy. My question is, how do you make the decision making? How do you become strong in decision making? Can anyone tell? Decision making, how will you become a good decider? What is the only key for decision making? Anyone? Any response? Unmute and can anyone tell me? You all are there? Listening? Not listening? Okay, fine. It's okay. Ethical decision making, and that decision has to be in an ethical manner. You should be proper in that. Righteousness, as we discussed earlier, as APJ Abdul Kalam sir told, always righteousness is very, very important in profession. Next, professional ethics and Constitution of India. How it is connected? Professional ethics and Constitution, as you can see on the screen, you can find the aspects right from the preamble of Indian Constitution. Fundamental rights, even that speaks about professional ethics. Fundamental duties, it speaks about professional ethics. Social justice, that is, you can find this word in DPSPs. DPSPs, even that speaks about professional ethics. So Constitution is the primary aspect of professional ethics, we can tell. How? As let us see what professional ethics is like as per the preamble. The preamble of Indian Constitution speaks about all these terms: secular, socialist, sovereign, democratic, fraternity, republic, justice, liberty, equality, unity and integrity of the nation. So all these terms you can see in preamble. Now my question is, how do you interlink it with the profession? Very, very important. Secularism, you take secularism, you are working somewhere. and some other religious person is there, and you start religious conflicts there. It is not ethical. It is unethical. Constitution tells you should be secular in professional also. But today we are not. As a country, what we are doing? We are telling that I'm this caste, I'm that caste, I'm this religion, I'm that religion, right from politics up till the international politics, we can find this. See, this is human nature. It's not that one day everybody will become secular. If today you become secular, if you treat all religion equally, there'll be another person who takes birth, who tells no, no, all religions are different. We are supreme, they are subordinate to, and then they start fighting. Once you start cleaning the society, other way the other people will be there waiting to be to trouble the society. So this is human nature. We can't do anything. But where are you? Have you understood the integrity? Have you understood the oneness? That is the question, right? From your professional as well as your family also. Correct. See, in families itself, there are people who follow different religions itself. In fact, I have a family of mine, like not my own family relative, but friends' family. There, like few people follow different religion itself. They belong to certain religion, but they follow other religion. They're comfortably living together. No religious conflict between them itself. They have not converted officially, but still they believe that religion. They follow. They go to the religious places regularly. So this is the understanding that is required, right from family up till the profession. So medical profession, for example, doctor will not tell, oh, he is a Hindu, he is a Muslim, he is a Christian, I won't touch him, I won't treat him. For example, my father's the doctor who is treating my father is a Muslim. Where does religion comes? We all are one, but we are fighting in the name of religion. Even in working profession, you will find all these challenges. Forget about religious conflicts. Forget about that. You find caste problem within the working space. They come with telling that we are Brahmin, we are ST, we are Lingayats, we are Gaudas. But at the end of the day, what matters? Your nation. We all are one again. That is what is secularism is. That is where you protect your profession. That is how we are professionals, in fact. That is all about secularism. Let me not drill more about secularism because there's no end about secularism. Our country is suffering because of this religious misunderstanding. Just small quote of Swami Vivekananda I would like to tell. He tells religion is just a platform to understand the religion. He tells religion is a platform to understand the religion. What is the religion? The religion is oneness. The religion is oneness. We all are one. That religion, where you go for oneness, that is the purpose. See how beautiful it is. Next, let me end about this secularism. Next, we'll go for other words. For example, you have integrity, unity and integrity. We don't have unity and integrity at our workplace itself, my dear friends. There are teams. This team will head that team will head this team. Complaining on this team, complaining on that team. You have people going and giving information to that. No unity and integrity at unit level. Forget about nation. Here you don't have a unity. Here, this kind of society we are living. Why? We can't escape from this. It's not that you can escape, but you can reform yourself. You can become proper. That is what I'm trying to make you understand. Next, last one, we can go for this equality. Equality, everybody has to be treated equally. Whether it is, a subordinate or superior officer, the master and servant relationship, very, very important. The way you treat your subordinate or the way you treat your superior officers. See, there is no superiority at all. In fact, one is serving the other. You can't tell Prime Minister is supreme. Tomorrow, if people decide that, no, we don't want this Prime Minister, something will happen. There's no one who is ultimate dictator here. Everybody are working under someone's control. This is the nature. So how you balance it, that is up to you. All right. Next, very, very important aspect with respect to profession and constitution is dignity of individual, my friends. Dignity is very, very important. See, these challenges we fight with others, we fight with ourselves, we fight with ourselves. But at the end of the day, what matters? Your nation. You can become proper. That is what I'm trying to make you understand. Next, very, very important aspect with respect to profession and constitution is dignity of individual, my friends. Dignity is very, very important. See, these challenges we find we don't respect others, or this might happen. I'm not telling it is wrong, but we have to understand that what we are doing is wrong, and we have to correct ourselves. Respecting the dignity of others and getting the respect, getting your dignity is also very, very important. Treating equally, to be treated equally is also your right. So in your professional field, dignity plays a very, very, very important role. You should be dignified, and you should respect the dignity of the other person, whether he is a sweeper or a superior boss, no matter who it is. Dignity, everybody has their own dignity, right? It's just a profession that we are doing, but at the end of the day, who is ruling us? What is that which is ruling? Again, that is hunger. Today, if you are given gold of 1 kg, if you're hungry, you can't tell that I'll eat gold. You need food. You might tell, sir, I'll go sell the gold and I'll get the food. No, that is, yes, that is also there, but reality, can we eat the gold? No. What is ruling us? Hunger. Everybody are working, suffering because of this hunger, to suffice their hunger. Through that, they make money, right? So dignity of an individual has to be respected. Next, fundamental rights. So Constitution speaks about fundamental rights, Part 3 of Indian Constitution. I'll just quickly wrap it up. Fundamental rights, Part 3 of Indian Constitution speaks about fundamental rights, wherein these aspects also speak about professional ethics. Very important is right to equality, as you can see on the screen. Right to equality, Article 14. Everybody has the right to be treated equally without any discrimination. No discrimination. There should be fairness amongst the workers, amongst the workmates. You should have the fairness. So this is what we have to maintain as subordinate, as superior officer, whatever, whoever you are in your professional field. But you have to keep all these keywords in your mind, aspects in your mind. Right to equality. Next, right to freedom. Where do we find this word? Right to freedom, Article 19 to 22. What does it tell? Article 19 tells about this. What is that? Right to profession. We have the right to profession. Anybody can follow any profession of their choice. There's no restriction that this person has to do this work. There's no restriction. Everybody are free to follow any profession they want. This is what Constitution speaks. See, you have the word profession. The word profession is in the Constitution. Just imagine the weightage of this word. Just imagine. Very, very important. PM, yes, it is his profession. Politics is profession. Everybody are into this word, connected to this word, profession. Right from your, sweeper, that is also his profession. We are directly linked to the word profession. So as I told, profess, that means to declare. And again, who declares it? Who tells the reality? What declaration is he making? He is making the declaration of the knowledge. Who is he? He is the guru. The one who declares the knowledge is guru. That's the reason we call professor. And the one who follows the guidance of the guru properly, whether it is materialistic or spiritual, or your constitution or your realities, whatever we discussed, that person becomes a professional. Not that just because you have degree, you're professionals. Question yourself. Let us question ourselves. It's not that you, ourselves. Everybody have to question ourselves. To what intensity we are following the guidance given by our gurus. Whether it is guru means who, right from your mother, all your religious leaders, I can tell. Guru means right from your Jesus, Allah, Krishna, whoever you take, no matter who that person is, you have some certain message related, directly dealing with your life, balance your life. So how many of us are properly following or heard about that realities? Message is the same. Whatever those religious leaders have given, the message is the same. But we are simply fighting. That is what his profession is all about. Automatically you become a great person. Profession. See, today, social media, people who are nowhere are becoming great personalities today. The chai seller is becoming famous. Street vendors are becoming famous. Why? Because of the skill, because of the profession, because they have understood what their guru has told. Any guru you take for that matter, whether you understand their message, is that is what is important, and that makes you give rights to others. Right. Next, right to equality is all about right to be treated equally. Next, professionals to treat their clients equally. Very important. Clients as advocates, as doctors. So clients has to be treated properly. So first impression, see for example, medicine. If there are any medicine practitioners, doctors or medical practitioners, the first treatment that any medicine or medical professional or doctor or nurse that he can give is first treatment is a smile. As soon as doctor gives a smile, a humble smile towards the patient, half treatment is done. So that is what is professional ethics is all about. As advocates, a smile, a humble smile, you get the confidence of your clients. How you get connected to the hearts of the people, minds of the people. Correct. So that is where you start treating everybody equally. Constitution tells about it, but how it has to be implemented, it is up to us. Correct. Next, right to freedom. Right to freedom is given from Article 19 to 22. As we discussed earlier, it ensures that we have the freedom to practice any professional occupation. No restrictions. Right. Next, professionals must exercise this freedom responsibly, considering the ethical implications of their work on the society. So what are the ethical implications? So these things we have to keep in our mind. Next, right to life and personal liberty. Very, very important article, article number 21. So as I told, everybody has the right to life and personal liberty, wherein that person has the right to have a dignified life, has the right to have a dignified life, and we should be ethically responsible. Ethical responsibility is very, very important. As doctors, as advocates, what are your ethical responsibilities? Are you leaking out some information? If tomorrow some client comes to you, as advocate, are you revealing his personal information to someone else? That is also professional responsibility that you have. Or as doctor, if some patient comes or he has some very serious disease and it is very secret, are you revealing to others, simply spreading the information? That is also professional responsibility, ethical responsibility. So very, very important that we all know. It's not that we don't know. We all know, but we have to strongly follow it. We have to adopt and we have to be committed towards that particular aspect. Next. So why I'm telling, sir, are you doing it? How well are you doing? Let me tell you, even we are trying to do. It's not that everybody does it. Whoever tells they're doing. But the thing is, as I told earlier, Swami Vivekananda told, how do you manifest your ultimate source within you? That is by helping others, by guiding others. By helping others, in turn, you are helping yourself. By teaching you, in fact, I'm learning for myself. That is what the reality is all about. It's not that, I don't know how many of you are listening here or not, I don't know. But let me tell you, by listening my own voice, I'm learning as student. My own voice is teaching me. So this is what is everybody has to do. You try to help someone. By that, you are helping yourself. That is the core aspect. Then here you have the service. Try to serve the people. That is very important. As professionals, serve the people. Automatically, money will fall on your feet. So this is very, very important aspect. Next, that's the reason. See, promote harmony. Very important. Fundamental duties says that we have to promote the harmony and we have to spread the common brotherhood amongst the people. Next, we have to develop the scientific temper and humanism and the spirit of inquiry. Very, very important. Spirit of inquiry. See, professionally, Dagata usually. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್, ಯಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಿತ್ಸ ಹಚ್ಚೋದು. Simply you start hitting them. No spirit of inquiry. You don't go and ask them what happened. No right to be heard. Law tells, before deciding anything, before punishing a person, give an opportunity to speak. For whom? To them. You give an opportunity to them so that they express their view, what exactly happened. Without that, we simply, someone told, oh, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು, ಮುಗೀತು. Professional Gone. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೇಟೆಡ್ ಶುರು. ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಸರ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ? No, no, you have to develop that kind of attitude. You should be that connected to the people, whether through smile or whether through joke. How you ask, it is up to you. Except anger. Anger destroys us first and destroys others next. This is what Vivekananda's guru told. That is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told. First it destroys you. Anger destroys us. Next destroys other people. First destruction on anger is on us itself. First attack is on us. But we don't know. So anger is very important. Scientific temper andre ade. Scientific temper we should have. Humanism we should have. Anger destroys everything. Right? Professionally, angerness ittu andre gone case. So you should have this spirit of being connected to everyone. Connected to everyone. So how do you get connected?
I think there is some issue
The
with
Prime
his
Minister even
audio.
is public good.
Gokul, you were paused for the previous 2 minutes.
Okay.
Can you please come again? Yeah.
Are you able to hear?
Yeah. Now it is better.
Okay. I just wind up. Okay. So public good is very, very important. Public good, I was speaking about public good. So as I told, every profession aims at public good. Right from your sweeper up till your prime minister, whoever it is, everybody are focusing on public good. They are serving the public. That is the reason, my dear friends, you have to understand, Constitution starts with the word we the people. Which people are? People of India. Whatever you are doing in this country, it is affecting directly or indirectly to the people of India. You are doing public service. In fact, whether it's not that you should become IAS officer or IPS officers to do a public service. Being a normal person, you are doing government service itself or public service itself. Very important. We all are integrated, as you know. If tomorrow there's no person who is giving milk, cow milk, then gone. The entire day you won't have milk. Or if there's no crop, farmers growing the crops, then you don't have food. Today's food was grown or sown long back, 1 year or 2 years, 9 months or 10 months back, previously planned. Someone is working for us. Correct. So public is interconnected. That is what we have to understand. As professionals, we have to understand whatever professional service that I'm rendering, it is directly going to the people of the nation. Next, community engagement. At the end, as professionals, what we do? Community. Are we engaged in community aspects? Welfare of the people? Are you contributing back to the community? As you saw Ratan Tata ji's photo there, the great person, he did contributions more than what he wanted to save. He would have become a richest person. He donated so much of amount to the society. He gave it back. Community engagement. Even if you're earning 10 rupees, try giving some amount. If you're earning 100 rupees, 1 rupee at least for the society. Contribution, donations, very important. Because there you get the satisfaction. By giving something, you get the satisfaction, not by taking. Taking is required, but not beyond the limit, right? Next, last 2 slides speaks about judicial decisions. Judicial decisions on the professional ethics. So these are certain cases, as you can see on the screen, which Supreme Court of India has given, and various high courts have spoken about the professional ethics in various fields. For example, Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan. It told, in this case, the Supreme Court has told about, it made law with respect to, it gave the way for the law for the sexual act in workplaces. Law against the sexual harassment at the workplaces. So this is very important case law that you have to keep in your mind. I'm just giving the glimpse of the cases. I'm not dealing with the facts of it. You can just go to the website and learn more about the facts of it. Next, second one, K.K. Verma. In this case, Supreme Court has given directions with respect to public service servants, how ethical they have to be. Sorry, ಯಾರು ethical ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ದುಡ್ಡು, ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. Again, we the people. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವೇ, ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ B.R. Ambedkar, he is holding constitution in his left hand, posing the finger towards the people. Whatever happens to this constitution, you are responsible. I'm not responsible. He has told simply, I have given the constitution. Don't blame on me. But people are simply wasting their time blaming Ambedkar did like that, Ambedkar did that, like this. His intention was proper. Later on, what happened? That is the question. This is very important. Who are responsible? We are responsible. We people are responsible. You can't even blame the political parties. Again, political parties are acting because of the people's attitude. People's attitude. How people are acting, that attitude. People's attitude is governing the politics. Again, people are responsible. There's a reason. We, the people of India. Constitution itself has escaped from it. Constitution is also telling, even I am not responsible. Nee unto, nim sarkara unto. I'm just a book. You do whatever you want. Again, Supreme Court told, you can't amend the constitution whenever you need, however you want. Supreme Court came with the concept of basic structure of Indian constitution, protecting the constitution. Right? So likewise, there are so many aspects. If we start speaking about law, there is no end. Next, third one. Third case, State of UP versus Rajnarayan. In this case, accountability of public officers, IAS officers, IPS officers were given here, public officers especially. Next, fourth one, Jai Singh versus State of Maharashtra. In this case, Bombay High Court, it told honesty and integrity. I'll write it here. Honesty and integrity is very, very important for any profession. But the question is how much is being followed by the officers, right? But Supreme Court tells people have to follow, right? Next case, Indian Medical Association versus Union of India, 2011. In this case, very, very important case law, wherein it spoke, the Supreme Court spoke about the duties and responsibilities of medical professions. Doctors, medical professionals, their duty and responsibility, the ethical aspects of them was given here. And next, sixth case law, Sriram Sharmik Shaha versus State of Madhya Pradesh. In this case, it was held about what? Held about labor rights. Labor rights. So employer-employee conflict, how they are fighting, how they are getting convinced within each other, conciliation, how conciliation is happening, how mediation is happening, arbitration is happening. Mediation doesn't come to them, for conciliation is applicable for them. Likewise, so here this case law spoke about labor law. Again, it is related to the profession, correct? The last, which are those laws which are related directly with respect to profession? This was supposed to be the first slide, in fact, but I wanted to drag it to the last because I want you guys to understand at least this at the end. This is very important. Law, these are certain laws which have just for your understanding I have mentioned. There are so many laws. Every law speaks about directly or indirectly with respect to profession. Even Environment Protection Act speaks about profession directly or indirectly. How factories have to be maintained, what is the pollution rate, all those things it speaks about. So here there are certain laws. For example, labor laws. Again, it is related to profession. Right to information. The right to information is a tool to fight against the corruption, correct? So most of the officers are corrupt. So even it is helping us to fight against the corrupt activities, right to information. Next, IPC and CRPC, recently replaced by Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita and Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Samhita. So these two laws, again, it speaks about professional ethics. Directly or indirectly, it speaks. Yes, if you do this mistake, we have this punishment ready. This is what his law is all about. Next, contract law. Profession and takshana very important. You have contract law. Why? Any profession doesn't functions without contract law. ನಾಳೆ ಒಂದು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. How do you get tied with other institutions? How do you purchase the property? In fact, how do you enter with rental agreements? Whatever it is, lease or purchasing, contract is very, very important. Profession is directly connected to the contract law. And last one is land laws. For example, you have RERA, very important. So RERA profession ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸರ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ? ನಾಳೆ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದೊಂದು ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ರೇರಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ರೇರಾ. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಾ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ at least aware about it. It's not that you should be thorough about on it. You should be aware of it. You should know your rights and duties. Again, see, it is connected to your profession, directly or indirectly. Land laws. Tomorrow you have to, pay a certain bills or tax to the government. Land law. Profession and takshana, are you working under trees? No, we are working under an infrastructure. We are working under a building. We have constructed a building. The building has certain laws, land laws. So that is very important. Professional lane is the land law. Technology, we have IT information technology law. Very important. Information technology law plays an important role. Likewise, all laws, my dear friends, it is very important that it somehow or the other, it is connected to the profession, whichever profession that you are into. Even if you are in medical profession, all these laws plays an important role. It's not that it is not applicable for me. Only lawyers matra gottirbeku atha bere yaru apply. Everyone it applies. And above all, we have constitution. Constitution. Clear? So this is what I just wanted to present before you. And thank you for the participation. I really appreciate everybody's patience. And before I end the session, I just want everybody to listen. Last one message or a request, or you can take it as advice, as a friend, as a brother, as your colleague. I would like to, profession mate, I can tell. I'm just giving you this hint of reality, that is life. What is life? Life is always a journey wherein you are traveling from what? Self to selflessness. Self, I need that, I need this. Selflessness. Journey from self to selflessness. You are working for others, where you are giving service. So this is very, very important thing. When you start serving others, you become selfless. You come out of all the desires that you want, and you become leaders tomorrow. See, all the leaders are selfless. Today, you take Ratan Tata ji itself. He was selfless. People who are serving the society, they are shining one or the other way. It's not that you should not make money. Money is very much important, as Madam told earlier. But at the same time, how much you are giving back to the people? Selflessness. Puneet Rajkumar ನೋಡಿದಾಗಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಅದೇ ನೆನಪಾಗೋದು. Selfish in the selflessness. He became selfless. He started serving the people. Today, this land worships him. So likewise, everybody have that charm within us. So your profession has to become beautiful, just like a candle. Candle, one moolena litterthe, we keep it in a corner. It is just a small thing. So there are two things in life: effectiveness and actualness. If you want to, please write it. Effectiveness and actualness. Actually, candle is very small, but its effect is very large. I'll repeat it. Candle is very small. The light is very small. That deepa irade chikkadu, but adar effect tumba ide. So hage, if you are going to some workplace, you're small. Body is not that, we are not built like elephants. We are small. Everybody are tiny people. We all are tiny people. But our effect should be more. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗೆ, ಅವತ್ತು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ? ನಾವು ಇಲ್ದೇದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದಾರಾ ಆಸ್ ಬಾಸ್? are the people working even without me? That is my effect. Even in my without my physical presence, my mental presence will be there. I'll be still governing that. That is what is professionalism. Actually, now kadame chikkadu, but effective ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. That is what is the professionalism is all about. Thank you, and thank you for listening. If I have bored you, or if some mistakes happen, you can just get back to me. Even I'll be happy to learn from you guys and know more, because learning, there's no end, as madam told already. So you're always free as a friend, or as professional mate. You can contact me, and you can get the information. Thank you all.
Thank you, Gokul. That was a very insightful session, and also light on the career prospects, along with the moral, the values that we have to hold as a professional. That was really very good with examples so that all of us could relate. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, please do let me know in the comment sections. I know we are over the time. Would like to wrap it up at the earliest. So yes, here we have a question from Shreya, which is the best platform for networking opportunities apart from LinkedIn. Yeah, platforms like this also plays a very important role, and also your college also plays a very important role, wherein you network with your seniors. Those people would be of great help to find a job. Even for me, one of my senior helped to find my first job. No, not first job, second job. She helped me to find it. So that played a very important role. And also see how the platforms like college, how it helps. Gokul, we belong to the same college. I was a senior, and he was my junior. So that way we built our connection, and here we are today, even together in the professional realm. So that way networking really helps. And you said that resume should be tailored in consideration of the job description. So should it be like only the professional summary must be changed, or the entire format? I would say entire format. Not format in a sense, you can keep the format as it is, but the keywords that you use should be tailored. That's because whenever you apply for a job, there will be a tool called ATS tool that will screen your resume first. So that will see if the job matches with that of the resume. If you are using the what I could say, Naukri or LinkedIn, that would say that the you are perfect match to this. Match to this job. We have found a job matching your profile. So they have used the keywords and they have matched your profile. Not just the skill part, but also the experience part also matters. See, if it is an IT industry, they would look for you that you should have worked in an IT contracts. If you're working for if you are applying for a team lead, they would have they could see that if you have worked as an SME or something like that. So those things also play a major role. It's not just the skill, but also the experience part, the objective part, and the overall things. Like some people would be requiring you to know skills like Inserion, Adobe, those kind of tools. They would be requiring that. So all those things play a major role. For fresher, it is not difficult because you'll have your internships to support it. So you can use your internships effectively. Now, if you're applying for any real estate law firm for your first job, then you can highlight the internship that you have done in any real estate law firm prior, or in any other firm wherein you have worked on the real estate documents. So that way you can show yourself relevant to that. Okay, so that way you can match it. So those, for a fresher, internships are the real saviors. Okay, so they help a lot. Yeah. Can you repeat the name of the said platform? Like Indian Institute of Industrial and Professional Studies. So even this is a good platform, and even we have Beyond Hood upcoming, wherein we have a event on January 24th, wherein it will be on a national
January
summit.
12th.
Yeah, I took that opportunity. Sorry, Gokul.
No,
Yeah.
January 12th.
January 12th, sorry. So
Ah,
January 12th, we have a mega event upcoming. That's Beyond Hood is hosting and Youth Day on the occasion of Swami Vivekananda's birthday. So volunteering at those events wherein you can connect with people like Gokul and elaborate your network, and you can reach out to people because of that. So that would help you a lot. And similarly, not just we, there are many other platforms which you can leverage, wherein you can join for their boot camps, their webinars, and you can get insights. How can I get internship in marine law firm where I search? I'm not sure if Rahul Verma sir here is in the call. I had seen him earlier, so he can help you with that. I can share his LinkedIn profile in the WhatsApp later part, so you can reach out to him via LinkedIn and you can ask if he can help you in finding an internship. I would do that. Yeah, so I think I have answered all the questions. If you are done, I think we are good to wrap. Yeah, sure, Shreya. We'll surely have further sessions that how to prepare for interview and possible questions. Sure, we'll plan in the upcoming sessions one by one. We are planning to conduct these kind of session like at least once in a month, so that we can address those issues and we can have good networking. So yes, thank you, Gokul. Thank you so much. I could see all the efforts that you have put in the form of PPT. Thank you so much. It was really insightful, and I'm sure it helped to all the participants who are here. And yes, looking forward for more sessions like this, and we have it good quality of participants also. And also, everyone, thank you so much for spending your very precious Saturday evening with us. I know how important it is. Thank you so much for listening us for more than 2 hours. It's 2 hours, 15 minutes. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Gokul. Yes, we'll meet
thank
up.
you all.
Sir. Thank you, Google sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I
Yeah, we'll
expect
meet up.
more sessions like this, madam.
Sure, sir. Sure, we'll do. With all your support, we'll surely do more sessions like
Yes,
this.
madam. Yes, yes.
So
That
if
will be helpful.
anyone wants to share their
Yeah.
insight, if anyone is there, voluntary, because right to speech and expression, Constitution tells right to speech and expression, Article 19. We all are we all are in platform. So this right has to be executed, at least one or two.
Agreed. I agreed. Totally.
Hmm.
I don't know why people are very shy.
Yeah, see, college you are in college, fine. You can't speak in front of your teacher. It's all, at least online platform. You can come up and you can give an insight.
I don't know Kannada.
Ah, it's okay.
So he meant to say that in college, it's okay, you feel shy to speak in front of your classmates, but here this is an online platform. So you should
College
not
we
feel
will have
shy.
problem. In college, if we speak, we will have problem. Here
Ah,
it's we will
ah,
have actually we will interact and we will get more information. No, that while your session you said no, learning is not end. You have to
Yeah,
learn and learn.
true.
That's very important.
And an
Okay, madam.
opportunity to speak should be always
Yes,
encashed.
yes, yes. Otherwise, the communication will stop. No, we will
Very,
stick to our mother tongue.
very true.
Take care, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Do your
Yeah.
pranayam, madam.
Yes, sir.
Do your pranayamam, because you said no, you skipped that yoga class.
This, yeah.
Find some 15 minutes like that, madam, because you are like a Vande Bharat Express. Sir also, yes, sir also is like that.
Actually, we
Telling
are
about.
used to speak continuously. So I
Yes,
think that has become a habit now.
it's okay. It's okay, but this train has the flow has to be another 10 years now.
Sure, sir, sure.
From here, another 10 years you have to do, no?
Yeah, that's true.
So both of us, anyway, thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, Gokul, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and yes, thank you, everyone. And we'll look forward meeting in our upcoming sessions. Thank you.
Good night, ma'am. Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.